How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ and this is another episode of demo gameplays, I guess. Damn it, I should really come up with like a name for my series where I play demos. And in today's episode, we're playing the Ratatan demo version, as you can see. It's available on Steam. I think it's coming out soon because I recorded this a while back and I just simply never felt like sitting down and doing commentary for it. And you know what? First of all, I'm recording commentary using my computer's, voice recorder. Therefore, I needed to use an adapter cable to split my headphone jack into two separate jacks, one for microphone and one for headphones. Therefore, my quality of my voice might sound even worse than it usually does. But I was really lazy to do it any other way, so fuck it. And another thing is that I recorded footage for this game. You may think that this game is like oddly quiet, like what the fuck is with that? That's because I've recorded this game using the Steam's built-in recording function because a friend of mine's apparently been recording his footage. He doesn't make a Let's Play channel, he just records footage of himself playing games, just because. And instead of using OBS, I used Steam's built-in recording function, and it turns out that the Steam's built-in recording function does some bullshit just like the PlayStation's built-in recording function, where if a developer wants to really badly, they can deny you access to actually some scenes and some sounds. Like for example, what this game don't worry, not the whole game doesn't have sound. It's just cutscenes, and like when it becomes gameplay, then all of a sudden the music kicks in and everything's fine. But fucking, there should be sounds here. It's not that the demo doesn't feature sounds or anything. And I was also too lazy to record this video again, except using OBS this time. So, lesson learned. Sure, the built-in recording function is awesome, and in some games it probably works flawlessly. Like I was using it to record some TF2 footage a while back, just to check how it works. And yeah, all the sounds were there, and I figured that it's fine, and I'm really happy that Steam came up with an idea like that. It's really convenient for me. And yeah, but unfortunately Ratatan demo, I don't know if the full game will also be like that, doesn't let you record the sound for some fucking reason when you're using the built-in functionality. Like when I was recording the game, I did hear all the sound, but then I look over my footage, my half an hour long footage, and I find that there is no fucking sound, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit about? Also, I don't know why they let you walk so far to the left if there's nothing fucking there. Not even a secret, not even a little Easter egg or anything like that. So, this game it came from a Kickstarter. It's made by the original creator of the Patapon series, one of my fucking all-time favorite series ever. Supposedly Sony is working on something Patapon related, but whether that is a new Patapon game or whether that is, some other Patapon related project, I don't know. Maybe it was quietly cancelled. Who knows? Because as far as we know, there was only like a leak a couple of years back, and we haven't really heard anything about it ever since. Now there's music. Look, it's a rhythm game, except you're actively walking all the time, unlike in Patapon, where you had to put in the rhythm to move. In this game you can move all the time, and you only use inputs. I feel like the inputs don't make a sound, so there's music in the background, but you don't hear the character singing. This is so fucking stupid. And you have the jump command, attack command, fall in command, guard, hustle tech 1 and 2. Gotta say, this needs for me to get used to. I'm willing to give this game a try, but you know what I don't like about this game? I figured it would be like basically just a Patapon game, right? Maybe it's wrong of me to expect that it would just simply be a Patapon game. Because it's not really a simple Patapon game. As you can see, the controls are different, and I would be fine with that, but the game is also a roguelike. Yeah, that's right, it's a roguelike, and I don't know how I feel about that, if I'm being honest. I'm not a big fan of roguelikes. As you can see, you have like this card progression system, and if you die, then you go back to town and you lose all of your progress except like some XP you gained or whatever. So, yeah, I'm a bit conflicted on how I feel about this game in general. This is the one roguelike where like usually when I play a roguelike I don't really bother with them. Dead Cells was really good, Cult of the Lamb was really good, and I might force myself to play those games a little bit more sometime in the future. Probably not though. But this is the one roguelike where I actually want to get into it and enjoy it because, well, I fucking love Patapon. And I would love to love this game, but I just can't bring myself to because it's not a genre I'm really into, like roguelikes. Not really into that. Hopefully now that the music is kicked in, you ain't gonna complain about the quality of my mic. And you know what? It's all the fault of this fucking adapter cable, and I have no other means of recording just using one jack, because if I plug it into the microphone port, it ain't gonna fucking work. Actually, maybe it will. I should check that. But, well, if I plug it into the microphone port, then I'm gonna have a microphone, but I'm not gonna be able to hear anything. Oh, but then I could possibly do the thing I used to do where I just simply have the sound playing from earbud headphones while the only purpose of me having my headphones on my ears is for the microphone to get. Actually, yeah, that might work. Unless my computer will not detect the microphone if I plug in a simple jack. And it only works if I use the splitter cable. Well, I don't know. I don't know that for sure, so... Yeah, and also I'm doing something over here on the side, so forgive me if I don't notice something important. Oh look, it's a Dodonga! What's it called? A Decaton. That's just straight up a Dodonga. Nice, I love this fucking game. Like, I wanna love this game, but there's like... Oh shit, there's like things I don't like about it. A while back, a friend of mine actually bought the Steam version of Patapon 1 and 2. That's the fucking thing, and that's interesting. Patapon 1 and 2 got released on Steam? Isn't that fucking insane? And on top of that... And on top of that... What am I trying to say? On top of that, like, it got released on Nintendo Switch. So a PlayStation franchise is now available on both Steam. Well, okay, that's not new for PlayStation to release some games on Steam. They've been doing that for a while. God of Wars are available on Steam. Stellar Blade. Some other stuff I can't remember right now on the top of my head. But yeah, Patapon to be one of them. So Sony is doing something with Patapon. And interestingly enough, the Patapon Remastered 1 and 2, I don't know why it doesn't include 3, which is the best one in my opinion. I don't really understand why. But... But... What am I meant to say? Ow, my head really hurts. So what I meant to say is that, well, maybe it's like a little taste of what's to come, you know? Maybe we're gonna get a new Patapon game. I mean, this year, we got this game. We are getting this game. I don't think it came out just yet. But we're getting this game, and we got the Patapon 1 and 2. So there's more Patapon stuff been happening this year than the past 10 fucking years, probably. And yeah, now we're back to no sound. This is Crow, he's our guide. I'm playing as the little owl character. You get to choose your hero, just like in Patapon 3, except in this game it's more easy to change, because it seems like you don't really... Like in Patapon 3, if you want to change your hero, then you gotta account for the fact that they're gonna start on level 1. So changing your hero late into the game is not a good idea. And what else? Ow, my fucking head itches. I don't know what else. Wanna keep talking about roguelikes. I made a video, a pretty long one, about Binding of Isaac a while back. And I enjoyed that game, and like, yeah, I did play. I used to kind of play a lot of Binding of Isaac back in the day on my PS Vita, but I don't really play it much anymore. So it's just been. Sorry, I'm doing something on the side here. Keep fucking distracting myself. So as you can see, it's kind of similar to Patapon 3. You got your hero Patapon. In my case, it's an owl with a clarinet, and you can choose what the other three guys are supposed to be. But you can summon more of them than three, so I'm not really sure how this works just yet. And yeah, you have they're not called Patapons. I'm still gonna fucking call them Patapons. I mean, look at them. They straight up look like Patapons in funny outfits. I mean, they are Patapons. Look at them. You cannot deny their Patapon-ness. They're just straight up Patapons, and there's no fucking getting around it. And yeah, you have your Hatapons, you have your Yumipons, Yuripons. You got your heroes, which I'm not sure which one would be the equivalent of which one. Maybe the clarinet one would be like the Megapons in Patapon 3, where they have an instrument as a weapon, and they send out these like little notes that bounce around all over the place. And as you can see in town, you can use the items you've collected on your run to upgrade yourself, and then you can go on another run and basically keep redoing the same shit. That's the thing I don't like about roguelikes. The fact that I like to make progress in a video game. Sometimes I like to maybe if I have not much time of my own, I still like to make sure that maybe like recently I beaten Castlevania Lament of Innocence, and I beat it by just doing one level per episode because I didn't really have much time to be sitting around and doing more fucking let's plays of that game. So I just been playing one level per episode, and I liked it. It was fine. Sorry, I'm fucking doing some stuff here. I'm playing Borderlands 2, and I'm just setting up my character really quickly. I know, I should focus on the task at hand or whatever. So yeah, roguelikes, Dead Soul was really fun, but again, I died in it, and then all of a sudden, all the fucking will for me to keep playing the game just went out the fucking window. I was all of a sudden like, I don't fucking care. Like, what, you want me to run through the same fucking shit again and like recollect everything? I really don't feel like doing that. Obtain a Ratatatura wind thing. But this, because it's from the creator of Patapon, and it's basically a spiritual successor to Patapon, I want this series to keep going. Like, I want Ratatan to be a success. I really care about this. I'm, well, obviously gonna buy it, but on top of that, I'm actually gonna try and make myself like it. Oh, a while back, I also used to play this game called, it was like a Stardew Valley ripoff, but it was actually pretty good, unlike most Stardew Valley ripoffs. What was it called? I can't remember, but it was pretty cool. And I used to do where I basically each day I would go through like 3 in-game days. So I basically played the game for like, I don't know, half an hour a day, kinda took care of my farm a little bit, made sure to walk around, talk to people, collect some items, give the items to the people as presents. But then again, I also got fucking kinda sick of doing that, so it's like, it's hard. Like, in recent years I really grew to appreciate linear games instead of games that just go on forever and try to keep your attention and make, like, when a modern video game comes out, like at a bigger budget, you can expect them to try and keep your attention for as long as possible. Therefore, you can expect these people to like just make the game obnoxiously long, and then on top of that there's like events and stuff like that. Like, for example, Monster Hunter, like, constantly gets like events and stuff like that. Shit, I'm not gonna keep up with because there's so much of it that I can't say I particularly care all that much about it. And yeah, at least we get some fucking music this time. See, for some reason, the only music that was captured on the recording is the background music during the levels, but you can't hear the inputs or any of the sound effects, only the music. And the music that plays in the town areas is also gone. Another thing that bothers me about this game is just how all the backgrounds, and especially it's apparent during the city segments, that it's all like hand drawn and it's really nice, but then it kind of clashes with the very simple animations of everything around it. Because the animations are trying to copy the style of Patapon, where Patapon had very simple animations, but they're no longer very simple graphics either, like in black and white, like in Patapon. Now we get a little bit more complex backgrounds, and the characters are much more colorful and detailed. Oh, and now all of a sudden the music's fucking gone. See, I wish I recorded that with OBS, like a normal fucking person. But, like I said before, I was trying to record some footage of TF2, and it worked fine in my opinion, and I actually had quite a lot of... I was like happy, I was like, fuck yeah, I finally can record TF2, and supposedly the built-in recording function isn't as taxing for computer as running OBS and a game at the same time, because, you know, instead of running two programs at the same time, the recording is done on the same program as the game you're playing, so therefore you technically shouldn't have as many problems with it. But, well, for example, when I was recording my gameplay and such that I never finished of Project Diva on PlayStation, which is a game published by Sega, and Sega is notorious for that, at least to me, I recorded an entire video, and then I went to look at the video, and I found out that there's no sounds recorded from the video. You can only hear me talking. You can't hear any of the sound effects. You can't hear any of the music in a fucking music game. And I was like, what the fuck, man? This is a worthless video. I talked my fucking ass off for nothing. Because what's the point of recording a rhythm game with awesome music if you can't hear the music? So, yeah. And same with this. I hope it's just a one-time instant, to be honest. Like, maybe it's just a demo. Maybe the full game would actually allow me to, you know, record it normal. And I fucking died already. See what I mean? I died, and like, instead of repeating the mission or something like that, like in Patapon, if you die, you repeat the mission. But in this game, you die, and you kind of have to just, you know, like redo a mission, and it's not gonna be the same one this time. It's gonna be something completely different. And I don't know how much into it I am. See, there's like these like clashes of style. Look at this like screen when you talk to the guy. It has these like very simple lines, and the designs of characters are simple, but the background is like very nice, hand drawn. But then there's like it's kind of static. I feel like they should add like more details in the background, like the characters standing there, maybe some characters walking back and forth. Would add a lot more life. Like maybe the more you play and the more characters you save or something, the more characters are walking in the back. That'd be cool. But I overall feel like the art styles, the animation style and the art style of this game is kind of clashing. I don't know why I gave up, if I'm being honest. I don't remember what the fuck I was trying to do. I guess I was trying to trigger another thing to happen. I guess every time you go into a level and quit, something else shows up on the map. Wouldn't it be a good idea to just go on levels and quit until everything shows up? I don't know, maybe. Also on the side here, I'm doing something, but it's irrelevant to the video. I'm gaining some glitched up stacks in Borderlands 2, basically holding R2 and mashing the fuck out of square. My fucking thumb is killing me. And yeah, roguelikes. I'm not really into roguelikes. Like I said, I played some that are really good, but just the fact that there are roguelike, I much more prefer if the game was just simply structured as a like any game. You know, you go from level to level, and you can memorize the levels, and on a next playthrough, you basically, I don't know, I think I prefer when I can actually learn the game, and on the next playthrough of the game, I'm gonna go to the same levels. But I do understand that roguelikes do have their own appeal. And also, I get like new characters I can equip, but they all have different stats, as you can see. I kind of wish the game would show you better, like which stats are better, like maybe highlight them in green and red. Because I wasn't sure like which character should I be using. Musashi seems pretty good. But then like you're checking it out and you find the spearman and shit. So I guess I can make a team of just all swordsmen. Or if I want, I can make it all spearmen. Or if I want, then I can just have it balanced. Some swordsmen, spearmen, and bowmen. And then on top of that, I'm keep unlocking new characters. I don't even know like where did I got all these characters from. And I don't know if I can like do something with them. Sell them maybe. That's kind of fucked up. And if I can do something about them, does that mean like I can, make a, I don't know, my team of like, I guess I can't have different types of Patapons in each unit. As you can see, it's kind of separated into 3 different units. One on front, one in the middle, one in the back. So I guess Archmen would be the best to put in the back. They probably got the best range. Spearmen would be best for middle. But I just kind of took 3 swordsmen and 1 spearman. I don't know if that's a good idea, but it seems like during the gameplay these guys are walking all over the place anyway, so their positioning doesn't seem to be all that relevant. I don't know. Maybe it is. And see how on these screens everything is so static? I don't know, man. This game just like needed a bigger budget, because this game was released as a Kickstarter project. It's got the entire budget like really quickly, and yeah, I'm glad that apparently Patapon is still quite popular. And you know, it is, because Patapon Free, when I was making the Let's Play of Patapon Free, and I was like trying to look up information about the game, turns out people are actively playing it. And the funniest thing is, I mentioned earlier how they released Patapon 1 and 2 on Steam, but for some reason not the third game. Turns out that with like die-hard Patapon fans, I think the third game is the most popular, because I actively seen YouTube videos released not too long ago of people still playing Patapon Free. Even like fucking memes and shit about Patapon Free. And I was like, what the fuck? Who makes memes about Patapon Free in fucking 2025? That game came out in 2011. But yeah, it's like, it seems to still be the most popular one. So, okay, last time I died really easily. So it seems what you have to do is issue commands, and then make sure you don't you're commanding Patapon, in my case the cat one, doesn't die. But he's got like claws, but I don't seem to be able to attack myself. Unless you use the hustle tech, which I'm not sure what the fuck that does. See, you don't hear the new inputs, because it's no longer pawn, pata, and stuff like that. It's now like... First of all, you only use 3 buttons for inputs, not 4. As you can see, none of the inputs that I have use the lower button. You know, whatever that button is. It's A. You no longer use A or X, because X makes you jump in the game. You're free to walk around and jump whenever you want, even though there's still a jump command that just simply makes you jump way higher and makes your entire team jump and not just yourself. But on top of that, you got these cards and stuff like that. I'm also not a huge fan of upgrade systems like that. But yeah, as I was saying, Patapon Free is still pretty popular. I see people play it, and people play it mainly using the PPSSPP emulator. And if you modify that emulator somewhat, you can play games online with people. I didn't figure out how to do that, but whatever, no big deal. I don't really care. And oh look, a boss fight. It's Squidly Pete. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to mention. So Patapon 1, like all the Patapon series, was inspired by like tribal music type thing, you know, stuff you'd hear in like Africa and stuff. And this game is supposedly inspired by pirate shanties. And I think my entire fucking team just died, so I don't know. Can I attack by myself? Squidly Pete fucking murdered my entire fucking team. Oh, never mind, they're back. They're coming back after a while. So I just have to, like, as you can see on top of the screen, I just have to make sure I'm alive. And my little Patapons, they can die, but then they'll be back in a second, so... Like, I have these claws, can I not attack by myself? Do I really need to always use my little Patapon units to attack for me? Also, I got this, like, purple meter, I'm not sure what it does. Might be some kind of mana meter to use the hustle tech. As you can see, I'm issuing all kinds of commands, doing all kinds of stuff. Doesn't change the fact that I'm still probably gonna get my ass whooped by Squidly Pete. Yeah, and I'm just, I don't know. I feel kind of shitty by just being like, oh, it's not the same. Because all I wanted it to be was just another Patapon game, but under a different name. You know, you're going to levels, you build your own team, you do the same exact fucking command songs, but it's different, you know? And it might be better that it's different, because it being different might attract more people to play this game instead of just the same people who've already been playing Patapon free for ages. My god, Squidly Pete is just obliterating my fucking team, even though I'm doing a pretty good job fighting him, I think. But I'm one hit away from death. Oh, I just died. Game over. See, and that's the beauties of roguelikes, I guess. I die, I come back stronger, somewhat, and I just give it another try. And I swear to god, there was music in the fucking every part of the game. It's just for some reason while I was using the Steam recording function, it wouldn't record the fucking music for some fucking reason. It's pretty stupid, but yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna see next time I record something on PC, I'm gonna see whether the other microphone method of recording is gonna be better, because I'm not a big fan of how this is working out. Listen. You're probably hearing this like static noise, right? Well, that's because of the splitter cable. I don't know if whenever I'm not using the splitter cable, which is usually the case whenever I'm recording from PlayStation, then when I stay quiet, there is no static noise in the background. It's pretty clean. But the splitter cable makes that fucking noise for some reason. And I've recently been playing games with my friends without recording any voice, so I didn't really give a fuck about the microphone quality. As long as they can understand me and hear me, it was fine. Yeah, I thought of doing another run as the rabbit hero this time. He seems to be the Megapon. Yeah, right, because he's a rabbit and he's got a tuba, just like the Megapons did. Yeah, he's straight up a Megapon. And he also looks like the white mage from Final Fantasy a little bit. Yeah, this time around I got the spearmen and I made them some new spears. And that's what I thought. I thought of doing another run, but with a different setup this time, more range oriented. But then I gave up on it. I was like, fuck it. I don't know. I don't know the full extent of why I didn't record this. I recorded this like, I don't know, 2 months ago maybe? See, like when a Patapon dies, he comes back with more health. These are like nice upgrades that I wish I had. It's like every time you get some candy for doing like daily quests and stuff like that, bullshit like that, then you upgrade your fucking units, and each time you basically die, you come back to town, upgrade yourself, then you come back stronger and all that bull crap. And it's like, yeah, I'm just not a big fan of it, and I'll really try to force myself to like this game. But see you fellas in the next video, bye.